In the eternal, restless theater of New York City, there is one structure whose silhouette is instantly recognized by every eye on Earth: the Empire State Building. A monumental promise, carved not just from steel and limestone, but from the raw, unyielding ambition of a nation in turmoil. It is more than a landmark. It is a chronometer, a 102-story clock measuring America's darkest hours and its most brilliant comebacks. But its rise was an act of architectural bravado, a secret race, and a profound gamble on a future no one could yet see. Our story does not begin with an office building, but with a challenge, a fierce, ego-driven, three-way race to the sky. In the late 1920s, the battle for the title of the world's tallest building was a New York obsession. The Chrysler Building, with its gleaming Art Deco spire, was one contender. 40 Wall Street, the Bank of Manhattan Trust Building, was the other. The Empire State Team, led by former General Motors executive John Jacob Raskob and former New York Governor Al Smith, had a plan for a record-breaking structure. But their rivals were moving fast, and they were playing dirty. The Chrysler Building's architect, William Van Allen, famously hid his 125-foot stainless steel spire inside the structure's dome. Once 40 Wall Street was topped out and claimed the title, Van Allen had the spire secretly winched up and secured, stealing the record in a single audacious morning. Raskob's team responded not with a spire, but with an entirely new concept: 1,250 feet of pure, unadulterated height, crowned by a 200-foot mooring mast. This elegant Art Deco spire, which is now the building's iconic crown, was initially designed to be an airship terminal. Imagine the vision: passengers on transatlantic dirigibles, the grand luxurious zeppelins of the day, would disembark right in the heart of Midtown, stepping off a gangplank at the 102nd floor. The building's magnificent lobby was even designed with rooms set aside for customs and baggage. It was a brilliant piece of public relations. It ensured the Empire State would be the tallest building in the world, beating the Chrysler by nearly 200 feet, and it captured the imagination. But in reality, it was a beautiful folly. High winds at 1,250 feet, turbulent air currents bouncing off the city, and the sheer logistics of safely tethering a massive airship made the idea impractical, if not suicidal. After a few brief aborted attempts to moor small blimps, the vision faded. The construction itself was a triumph of American efficiency. Even as the Great Depression deepened, construction began on March 17, 1930. The builders, Starrett Brothers and Eakin, turned the process into an industrial miracle. Steel was pre-ordered, pre-cut, and pre-drilled. Trucks delivered materials to the site, where they were hoisted immediately. There was no storage on the ground. Every piece was lifted and installed immediately, a logistical masterwork that earned the nickname just-in-time construction, decades before the term was coined in business. The structure rose at a mind-boggling pace, an average of 4.5 stories every week. At its peak, 3,400 men, including hundreds of fearless Mohawk ironworkers, known as skywalkers, seemingly effortless balance on the high beams, labored in a ballet of danger and skill. For 410 days, from foundation to spire, they defied gravity, completing the skyscraper in just 1 year and 45 days, ahead of schedule and under budget. The ribbon was cut on May 1st, 1931, but the world was not ready for it. The Great Depression had decimated the demand for office space. The Empire State Building, designed to be a bustling vertical city, stood nearly vacant. It was a majestic $41 million failure. Locals were quick to mock it, dubbing it the Empty State Building. Its observation decks, however, became the financial lifeline. People were willing to pay to see the vast, empty city laid out beneath them, a strange irony where tourism kept the dream alive. Its stillness was violently broken on a foggy Saturday morning, July 28, 1945. A U.S. Army B-25 Mitchell bomber, lost in a thick cloud cover, crashed directly into the north side of the 79th floor at over 200 miles per hour. The impact tore a hole 18 feet wide, killing 14 people and raining debris onto the streets below. Crucially, the crash exposed the building's hidden strength. Its steel skeleton did not fail. One elevator cable, severed by the explosion, sent the car and its sole occupant, elevator operator Betty Lou Oliver, plummeting 75 stories. The massive coiled cables at the bottom of the shaft acted as an emergency spring, absorbing the shock and saving her life. Betty Lou Oliver still holds the Guinness World Record for the longest survived elevator fall. The damage was catastrophic, but within 48 hours, the unaffected offices reopened. The Empire State Building had proven itself in the most extreme, unimaginable test. It was built to last. From tragedy, a cultural colossus emerged. For 40 years, it reigned as the tallest building on Earth, until 1970. The films, the photographs, the sheer spectacle, it transcended steel and stone to become a living, breathing character. It was the heart of the city, the backdrop for cinematic romance and dramatic terror. But the story continued, even after its height record was broken. In the modern era, the Empire State Building faced a new challenge: obsolescence. To survive, it had to reinvent itself. It did so not with another record-breaking height, but with sustainability. In a historic, multi-million-dollar retrofit, the Empire State Building was transformed into a global leader in energy efficiency. Its 6,500 windows were remanufactured on-site into super-insulated thermal panels. Its lighting system was digitized. Today, this 90-year-old giant is powered by 100% renewable wind energy, proving that even the most historic structures can become models for the future. Every evening, the airship mast, the grand, failed gesture of the past, is reborn as a crown of light, a modern beacon that celebrates holidays, charities, and champions. It is a nightly, pulsating conversation with the city. 90-plus years after its frantic birth, the Empire State Building remains. It has survived a depression, a world war, a plane crash, and the continuous evolution of its own skyline. It no longer competes to be the tallest. It doesn't need to. It stands as an eternal monument to the incredible, sometimes ludicrous, but always relentless human spirit. It reminds us that even in the face of impossible odds, and even when the world is sinking into despair, those who dare to look up will always find a way to reach for the sky.